Welcome to Ancestors and Alchemists. I'm Heather. I'll be your reader today. I just got in the energy and I'm not quite sure actually what's happening. Something. So Tevin Campbell, can we talk for a minute? So if you like, 80s, 90s baby like me, actually late 70s, but don't tell nobody. Tevin Campbell, can we talk for a minute? Because I want to know your name. And I felt compelled to put that song on, even though that's not one of the songs I would have listened to. So that was odd. And so I get this energy out because I did a pre-pull. So we got the Hierophant in reverse, the Fool in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Sun in the upright, and the Six of Swords in the upright. And it was giving me, for some reason, really hopeful energy. I wasn't sure if that was because of the sun, but it just felt, even with the Hierophant and the Fool in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse, it was still giving me really, really hopeful energy. And so this kind of feels, it almost felt like a starting over of sorts. And so I pulled on the sun, which gave me the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Swords in the upright. And it almost felt like somebody was keeping a secret, which intrigues the fuck out of me. And so I'm just trying to see, what are we looking at? What's going on? So the Hierophant spirit, can you tell me about the Hierophant in reverse? Like, what's happening? What's happening? The Nine of Pentacles. So it's somebody that wants to hold on to something, but maybe at some point they weren't sure if they could, or they just didn't want to let go of control, is what it actually feels like. It feels like this was a control thing. Cards down. Give me a second. It felt like it was a control thing. So I'll go ahead and take the cards that came out. So it is the Two of Wands in reverse, the World in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, the Knight of Swords in the upright, the Page of Cups in the upright, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, the Page of Pentacles in the upright, the Strength in the upright. So it kind of just looks like somebody who maybe was afraid at some point, did not want to maybe lose their independence. And so it's possible that they were hasty in some kind of way. Not ready to invest, but right now are ready to invest. Especially with the Page of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles fucking mysteriously flying the fuck out. That was crazy. If you had seen it, 322 could be significant, or 3 and then 22 could be significant. And so this is somebody with the 8-8, the Strength, and the Eight of Pentacles coming out. So 88 could be significant. It could be a birth year. And so it's just, it is somebody who is now rethinking a thing, it feels like. It's something about confirmation. It's something about this person wanting so much to be in control of a thing, and then realizing that they couldn't, or that their control wasn't necessary, or wasn't even possible. It kind of feels like. And it might have been something where this person just did not want to start anything new. Like they wanted to hold on to, I don't know, what feels like the single life. So, or this could be a job that they whoever this is really likes. Because at this point, I'm not even sure if this is talking about the collective or if this is talking about somebody else. But the energy feels strong and it feels really hopeful. And it kind of feels delicious. Don't ask me. Okay, well, all right. Well, somebody's wanting to start something new. So it's possible that whoever this is, it does not have to be about love. Whoever this is wanted to, they didn't think that a new job would work out. And they're realizing, you know what? Gosh darn it, let's go try it. And so this could be you. This could be somebody else. I don't know. Can you tell me about the Fool spirit? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I think this is just talking about, like, whoever this is did not think that a thing would work out. So this could very well be about a job, but they didn't think it was going to work out. And so they kind of went away from it. It's something about fear, with the devil coming out, and them not wanting to give to it, or feeling like they didn't have enough to give to it. If this is love, which is what it's feeling like, or they wanted to keep exploring their options. If this is love, it does not feel like, it doesn't necessarily feel like anything old. It kind of just feels like something new. It feels fresh is what it feels like. Can you tell me about, who is this? Like, what are we looking at? Like, what's going on? Who's these peoples? What we talking about? A King of Wands, so somebody who could be a fire sign, or somebody who could be very passionate, or somebody who is just really into being in control. They could be somebody who is very active, is what I'm given, especially with the Four of Swords in reverse. But they're also somebody who has gone through some kind of like fiery heartbreak with the Ace of Wands in reverse. And somebody who, yeah, it feels like past heartbreak. And it's possible that they just did not want to jump in all the way, or something like that with the Queen of Cups. It was something about being scared. This almost feels like opposites attract. So it was something about this person. So this could be you, which is what it's feeling like, the Queen of Cups. So you could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or they could be, you could be a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. Goodness, I just had a complete... so you could be a fire sign, or they could, whoever this is that we're talking about. So it just felt like this person did not want to jump in because they weren't sure that those opposites, or what felt like too much distinct differences, they weren't sure that it would work. Something like that. Okay, so what else had happened? So what convinced them otherwise? That's the better question. Ten of Wands. Say more. High Priestess. Say more. This almost feels like they had to have an awakening of some sort with a Magician. Like something had to stir in them. This could have been passion. So I'm seeing it in a couple different ways. Like this could have been some passion that you excited as the Queen of Cups, and it was unexpected because Queen of Cups is water. This is a King of Wands. But if it almost feels like there's an element of fire that you brought to this person, and also High Priestess. So you could be a Pisces. They could, also with the High Priestess, they did not expect this like combination of these two very distinct things, something like that. So I was in the shower earlier, and I was thinking, because sometimes I look back at these videos, and it was one about Nola Darling. So if you've ever seen She's Gotta Have It, either the old movie or the new reboot that came out a few years back, like Nola Darling was just somebody who was very, very unique. And because of that uniqueness, people had trouble putting her in a box. They didn't know what to expect from her. They didn't know what she was up to. She was exploring all kinds of stuff. And like on the surface, it kind of looked like she was a little bit frantic, maybe, or a little bit like discombobulated, but really there was method to her madness. She was exploring. This was her exploration. And so it almost, all that to say, this almost feels like one of those things where somebody expects you to be one way because that's their perception of it. But then they dig into that bitch and they find the high priestess, they find the Ten of Wands, they find the magician, they find somebody that they did not expect. And for a lot of this feels like it feels healing almost. It almost feels like healing because there was a part of this person that did not feel like they could be healed in this way, or they didn't feel like, they didn't know that they needed this kind of healing. Their cups have been poured out, and it looks like they've been poured out because of some kind of, maybe some kind of previous loss. This could be a love affair, doesn't feel like it. It could be just a close loss. I'm not sure. But it's something about your path and this person's path that collided. Yeah, that collided. And neither one of you expected it. I think that's fair. That feels fair. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is coming up. Mysteriously and weirdly flew out. Queen of Pentacles is coming up underneath the Six of Swords, which we haven't gotten to, but I guess we're fixing to get to there today, huh? Okay, Spirit, I got something too. I'll wrap this up. This can't be a long reading today, y'all. Can you tell me about the Queen of Pentacles? This looks like a partnership that looked promising. There was something about it that looked really promising. But it became karmic with the Justice in reverse. So you could be a Libra. This other person could be a Libra or air sign. And then the Emperor, which could be an Aries or fire sign. It's something about it became karmic because there was like a fight for control or something. Like there was a control element to this. I feel like I did one the other day like that. Control in the form of walls. And so I think this is asking, yeah, I did do this, one like this the other day. This is asking you to kind of put down some of those guards, that you don't need them as much. That is not to say that you don't need boundaries. Boundaries are for you. Boundaries are to make you feel safe and keep personal integrity for yourself. Protection is another thing, right? Like, so in this way, you're trying to both protect yourself and be boundaried, but both of those are not necessary because you have a lot of celestial protection. And whoever this person is also providing protection. This relationship is protective, and it's not just protective for like emotionally or emotion's sake, but it feels like it's some kind of energetic protection for your money. You know how, like, I had the weirdest thing. You know how, like, you're doing ritual work and you do like money magic, or go to all these different kinds of banks, especially when you're doing hoodoo, and you go get some dirt from the bank, and that's what you do your hoodoo work with. For some reason, I got that weird ass Like there's something about whoever this person is that represents protection, in like financial protection, in the same way that bank dirt would if you put it in a gree bag or whatever, or you did ritual with it, or you like buried something with something like that. That's an interesting ass concept, but it's weird as shit. But whoever this person is that kind of protection, not just emotionally, but financially. There's something about their frequency that provides financial protection and financial stability. Or they represent it in some kind of way. I'm not sure. And also, this is for physical protection. Yeah, your masculine energy feels big in a mug. Okay, it feels big. It feels real big. Uh-huh. Um, and while this person is not an intimidated kind of person, but because that masculine energy is so much and your divine feminine energy needs to be much more, they like over like it's so strange because it's like they have like really distinct control over their energy, and so like they puff that masculine energy out even more to kind of match your masculine energy. But what's happening is when both of you all are functioning in that way, we get into a karmic, everybody pulling their dick out to see how we get into a karmic, everybody pulling their woo out to see whose is bigger, and nobody needs that. Everybody knows, you know. And so it looks like there's a lot of different things that are happening here. It almost looks like, especially in the way that the spread is made up, on one side we have this person wants to they want to come back, they want to get back into union, they want to be with you, they want to explore this, you're interested, and they didn't think that this was going to happen. And then another side, it's like that, it almost feels like a kind of tug of war a little bit, like, and whoever this is really logical, and they are literally in their mind doing a pro and a cons list. Pro, I'm going to write out all of these things. This is all the things that I like. And then cons, these are all the things that I don't like. And that's divided, especially in this spread, by the Queen of Swords in reverse. And this almost signifies to me, should I go, should I not? Should I move forward? Should I not? Should I cut this shit off? Should I not? Like Jill Scott was like, look, these days my blade is long and strong and black, and I cut and you don't even realize you've been caught. And that's kind of what it feels like, except for it feels like this person might have reservation about cutting, but that's their instinct. Like, because of their history, their instinct is, you know what, we fixing to cut this short. I ain't got time for this. I don't want to do anything, you know, I'm not prepared to invest in this way. I wasn't expecting to feel this way, blah, blah, blah. Like there's a lot of things happening, and they're questioning. Like, it's almost like they see the potential for something bigger. I'm sorry, that's my air that came on. The potential for something bigger. They see the potential for something enlightened. They see like a new start. They see that all of this is possible, but at the same time, it's almost like, okay, well, but is this gonna work? Because of my history, because of what I know, because of how I move, because of all of whatever these factors are, will a dynamic like this even work? And that's what they're asking themselves. Can this even work? Okay, Queen of Swords. I don't know. You know? I don't know. We don't know. Let's see. Spirit, tell us about the Queen of Swords. Okay. You unnerved them. It's something about Like they see you as this prized thing, but it's something about them looking at like your strength with the nine or with the hermit in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Swords in the upright. It's something about you being in their head that they are unnerved by. Like they don't like the feeling of it, but they do like the feeling of it. They pretending like they don't. It almost feels like they feel like they don't, but they do. Like it almost feels like I haven't had this in a long time. With the Wheel, I haven't had this in a long time. I wonder if it feels a little fate-like with the Chariot coming out. It feels like whoever this is also intuitive. It looks like you all are mirroring each other. So I wouldn't be surprised if while maybe I'm reading on whoever the masculine is, this is actually your same feelings. I wouldn't be surprised. And so they're feeling this kind of pull, this kind of draw towards you. They don't understand it. They don't, 22:55 on the timer. They don't know if like, yeah. And it's almost like, okay, 22, you know, unity, right? Like alignment, and then 55 transition, right? Like 2 and the 5. And so they're trying to decide which way should I go. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. But at the same time, it's like you're in their belly already. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like you in their core. It feels like they just want to talk to you. I don't know if something's kind of weird or not, but like I don't know if like maybe y'all not talking, because it don't feel like a past energy. Ugh. It don't feel like that. It's not icky. It's not sludgy. It's actually a very bright energy. It's light, but it's heavy, but it's light, but it's heavy and it's hopeful. That's a good way to say it. It's heavy, but it's hopeful. It's not sludgy and slimy and like dragging you with it. And so I'm not I think that this person is, I think they're learning a lesson about fate. A lesson to like lean into it, I'm hearing. They're also learning a lesson about when to move and when not. Like what to do and what not. Like how much time is too much to think about it. I feel like I had that reading too, like maybe a month or so ago. Like there's a point in time that, no, it might be more actually. There's a point in time when it gets to be too much waiting. You know what you got to do. Now you're just procrastinating. And so that's what this feels like to me. That's what this energy feels like. It is to say, you know what you have to do. You know what you need to do. You know what you feel like you want to do. You should go ahead and do it. And I can feel my throat chakra again. You should just speak it. You should just say it. Like it feels like this person wants to say whatever this thing is. They want it. It looks like they're going to expose a truth. They want to speak it. They want to say it. They've been holding it back. But something is stopping them. And it's kind of this feeling of, like kind of just being in like new territory. You know what I mean? Like, I've not been here for a real long time. Like, I've not had these feelings, or ever, is what I was feeling compelled to say. Like, I've not had these kind of feelings about another person. Um, or I haven't had them in a long time. Take it as it resonates. But it just feels like this person is at that point of discovery within themselves, like at a cliff, like the fool. And they just trying to figure out, should I jump or should I turn around, go back home and, you know, smoke whatever, smoke your choice. um, yeah, they don't know. It feels like they're pretty stuck. What more, Spirit? Can we talk? Man, they want it. 'Cause I want to know your name. So I don't know if I'm guessing that you know who this person is. That's what I'm guessing. 'Cause why would they know all of this stuff about you, honey? Yeah, you know who they are. You're aware. And you likewise in the same place. Yeah, it just kind of feels like you mirroring each other is what it feels like. So what, Spirit, what do you have for them? What should they do? Besides nothing. Besides nothing. This is so you knew. This is purely informational. This is to kind of help give you some clarity around what's going on with the person that's on your mind. So you not stuck in your head. Like they stuck in their head with the 9 of Swords. You stuck in your head like, nigga, was it me? Was it me or nah? And it's almost, you might be about on verge to give this up. Actually, just don't want to, but you might. You might give it up. Anything else? Any last words? Oh, y'all right on time. Let me tell you. But honey, he cares a lot. A lot. He just confused is all. Whatever interaction you all had, it confused him. And he wasn't sure if you were who he thought that you were. Is what it looks like. Oh, are they? I feel like you are, though. I feel like you are, and so much more. I feel like that's why this person is confused. Like their presumption of you was that you were one way. And so they were kind of stuck in this kind of binary thinking of sorts. Like you're this one way and like that's it. Because people that this person meets are usually only one way. Well, stop meeting simple bitches. I mean, I mean that a little I did, but that's okay. And so that they thought that you were this one way. And so they pegged you as being this one specific way, not realizing that you are so much deeper than that. But part of the reason why they don't realize is that you are so much deeper than that is because part of them don't know that they are so much deeper than what they are. Wow. Okay. So this is a journey for self-discovery. You already have an inkling. You already kind of know that you are multiple, that you are multi. And this person knows that they are multi. They may not know, they may not have all of the details about, okay, well, what does multi entail? They don't have as full of a picture, but they're just as intuitive. They're just as feeling. They're just as goddamn magical as you are. 3111 might be significant. They are just still kind of going through a process of getting to know their own depth. And so they have a difficult time conceiving that conceiving your depth because they haven't conceived their own yet. So it's possible that this person has not quite gone through a spiritual awakening, though they are intuitive. And they different. They different. Whoever this person is comfortable in their feminine energy, and they don't want this to be over. But they also need their Empress. And so your job in this is to, like we talked about yesterday, you know, like this is kind of on the same thread. Your job is to soften. Your job is to fill. Your job is to cover. You keep your boundaries. You do what it is that you do. You look, you make that money, get that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you do all the things that you were going to do anyway. But when it comes to whoever this person is, there needs to be more grace with how you all handle each other. Like, again, if both of you all are in masculine energy, and masculine energy builds a frame, you either about to build a big ass motherfucking house, mansion type, and still who's gonna fill it out, right? Like, not a balance of energy. So, or you fixing to build two different houses, and so the two different houses is not gonna work. Even the big ass mansion is not gonna work, because how you gonna have a frame of a house and it's not really a home, right? And so while it looks like you two switch, because this person came out as the Hierophant and the High Priestess. You came out as the High Priestess, and, you know, and the Magician and the Emperor. So you all are switching roles back and forth. But this is an exercise of learning how to switch back and forth when and why, and doing it together. Like, it's almost like the divine is teaching you a dance. This is divine dance lessons. You know what I'm saying? Teaching you both how to be flexible, teaching you both how to get out of those binaries, teaching you both your own nature. Your own nature. Okay, one last thing, and then we're going to get up out of here. Spirit, you got one more thing to close us with. A closing prayer, please. Okay, we got the Hangman came out. Okay. What that mean? What that mean? It's on pause? Okay. I think it's just saying the same thing. They can't decide, or they're changing their perspective on whether to come forward. But it looks like it's going to work out. It looks like they are. Right now it's paused. They just need to get some clarity. They just need to get some clarity. Uninterrupted clarity. Clarity that doesn't just depend on the passion that they have for you. Clarity that doesn't depend on simply their perspective of you at first. This almost looks like they divine clarity. Shit. Sorry about that. This almost looks like divine clarity. It looks like the divine is going to step in and kind of clean this situation up. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know that I need to know what happened, but I do know that it's going to work out, and it'll be fine. It's going to be beautiful. Okay. At least I hope so. Free will and all. All right. I think that's all I got. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one tomorrow. All right. Love you. Bye.